Hello guys, this is Dr. Emmanuel Alusiola. I am a medical officer and I have recently completed my UKMLA or Plab 2 examinations, and I feel that this is a good opportunity to talk about Plabs, having realized that there are a lot of doctors from Kenya who are venturing into Plabs. I think this will be a good video for me to talk about Plabs and some of the most frequently asked questions about Plabs. Now, the questions I'm going to answer are: what is Plab stroke UKMLA? What are the benefits of taking Plabs? Or which countries accept Plabs or recognize Plabs? Sorry about that. And what are the steps into Plabs pathway? How long will it take you and how much will it cost you? Now let's begin. Plab in full is Professional Linguistic Assessment Board exam. Recently, the General Medical Council, or the GMC, has changed this name from Plabs to UKMLA, which stands for United Kingdom Medical Licensing and Assessment Exams. Yes. There is basically no difference between UKMLA and Plabs. There are just a few minor changes that you would barely recognize between Plabs and UKMLA. It's basically the same exam, just that the name which has changed. So Plab examination is a series of exams which will enable you as a Kenyan doctor to be able to practice in the United Kingdom. After you complete the examinations, you can apply for registration by the General Medical Council, otherwise called the GMC. Now, the GMC is the equivalent of the KMPDC in Kenya. They can register you, and after that, you can be able to practice in the UK. Yes. So, what are the benefits of taking Plab stroke UKMLA? I will try to enlist a few here. Number one, you can get a job in the UK. So, jobs. As you realize right now in Kenya, the job market is saturated for medical doctors. This will be a good opportunity for you to get jobs, and it's not just jobs in the UK. Plabs is recognized by many countries, and we will look at those countries which recognize Plabs. Basically, once you take Plab, your job market broadens, and you have a variety of countries in which you can apply for a job as a doctor in Kenya. So number two is studying. So if you want to advance your studies in the UK or in other countries, the Plab is a good option in which you can enter as an FY2 or as a junior doctor, and then you can get a chance to study the specialty which you want, and you can subspecialize easily. So other benefits of doing Plabs is that it gives you a chance to practice medicine in another setting. So you can practice your medicine in other settings. Now, if you're in Kenya, sometimes you have to accept that we are sometimes limited by resources and we do not practice evidence-based medicine. It is not our fault. The system is like that. But if you go to Europe, to UK, to Australia, that is when you will be able to see people practicing real evidence-based medicine. Yes. So which countries recognize Plab? We'll start by UK. You can work in the UK. You can work in Australia. You can work in Scotland. You can work in Ireland. Yeah, this basically are a combination of countries that form the UK. So any country that is under the UK, you can work in Qatar. Qatar is one very nice country, very well paying. You can work in Dubai or United Arab Emirates. They recognize Plabs. And you can work in Canada and many other countries which I have not mentioned. So what are the steps into Plab's pathway? Before you do anything, you have to do your English test. So English test, this test you can either take your OET or IELTS. These are tests which you can do in Kenya. After that, you will be eligible to do Plab 1. Plab 1. Now Plab 1 is an easy exam. It is a multiple choice exam, 180 questions. The pass mark is normally around 120 over 180, which is around 66%. If you pass, you are now eligible to do Plab 2. Now Plab 2 is a clinical exam, or what we call an OSCE exam. It is a practical exam. It is not written. And there's a lot to talk about Plab 2, which I think we will not exhaust in this video. So I will finish these questions and I will make another video about Plab 2. So how long will it take you? Now this really depends with what your goals are. If you're full-time into doing Plabs, I think within 1 year you should be able to do everything from OET to Plab 2 if you have nothing else to do. But I think if you give yourself 2 years, because I believe if you book your OET, you can take it in 3 months. OET 3 months. Plab 1, you can prepare it in 4 months. Now the problem is once you finish your OET, the Plab 1 seats might not be open. And then Plab 2, this one you can give yourself like maybe 4 months again. Now as you can see, basically if you are doing nothing, all you want to do is Plabs, in 1 year you can finish. But if you are working, which most of us are doing, we'll be able to do Plabs in maybe 2 years. How much will it cost you? Now this is one of the questions that is very much asked. I will give my my answer in regards to Kenyan doctors, so it's going to be in Kenyan shillings. I will try to give the cost of everything that I did myself, and you can be able to do the calculation yourself. So let us start OET. Let me say English test. I did OET, that's why I'm very much biased towards OET. So OET, by the time I did it, it was how much was it? It was around 70 something thousand. I presume with inflation it's going to cost you around 80,000. If you do IELTS, it's slightly cheaper. Plab 1, by the time I did it, it was, let's give it 40,000. Now from here you are going to apply for visa. So visa, because you want to do your Plab 2, so the visa is gonna cost you around 14,000. Let's make it 15,000. Tickets, so return ticket, let's assume you're going to book your flight way earlier so that you do not get very high rates. I'll give you a return ticket around 140,000. UK is not far. Now Plab 2 exam. Plab 2 exam is gonna cost you 200,000. Now remember, when you're going to the UK, some things that I will not, now I'll just have to add this one, things that you will have to look yourself. I will add what I used myself. There's a accommodation in the UK. Remember, if you're going to the UK for Plab 2, you'll need accommodation for, depending on how long you stay, let's say a month, it's gonna cost you like 180,000. And then now this one, expenditure in the UK, let's call this expenditure. I don't know how much you're gonna use, but let me say like in a month you'll use like 50,000. That's not a lot of money if you spend well. Yeah, if you do all this, that is 80 plus 40, 120, 135. Let's add this, the 200, 435 plus the 140, that's 575 plus the 180. Now let's add the 50,000. That's going to be 600. So 500 plus 50. So it's going to be 625. Plus, let's give it like, it's gonna cost you like 800,000 roughly. Yes, so these exams are quite expensive. I'm just giving it a rough estimate, something like that. And basically that's what we are talking, that's what I've had to say today about Plabs. If you have any queries, you can talk to me.